page volume. And we are talking about the triangular shapes. Again, do you have to have these formulas memorized? No, because are they on your formula chart? Yes. One thing that we need to talk about is that our bases are triangles. Okay? If you look at your formula chart, when we talked about triangular prisms and triangular pyramids, does it say triangular prism or triangular pyramid? No, it just groups them all together. So, remember we have this capital B, which means what? Area of the base. For pyramids, we have the capital B. So, it's important to know that our base is a triangle. And how do you find the area of a triangle?
Base times divided by half.
Okay, you can put base times height divided by 2, or you can use the formula 1/2 BH. Do those mean the exact same thing?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I don't care if you multiply by half or if you divide by 2 at the end. It does not matter. Okay. So the first one we're going to talk about is our triangular prism. This one was our prism. It does not come to a point. It has a triangular base. The faces are what shape?
Rectangular.
Rectangular. Okay? They might look square. They could be rectangular. Yes?
On that, isn't that supposed to be a capital B?
Right now we're just talking about the base. This is not the formula yet.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but it will be in a minute. Okay? So triangular prism. If you look at your formula chart, what's the formula for a prism? Capital B, H. So V equals capital B, H. Now what does capital B mean? The area of the base, which in triangular prisms, what is your base?
Triangle.
Triangle. And you're multiplying it by the height of your prism. Okay? First period got a little bit confused. You're multiplying it by the height of the prism, not the height of the triangle. Okay? So if I was going to put this all together, the formula for area of a base would be 1/2 BH, right? And then I have to multiply it by the height of the prism. So I would put this in parentheses and then put an H there so I know that it's the height of the prism. So let's draw a little triangular prism. You know I'm not a good drawer, so just do your best.
Make it a new cross.
That looks amazing.
Okay, thank you. Bonus points for sucking up. Okay, so when you have your height of a triangle, the thing that people always forget, is your height slanted? Is your height slanted?
No, you go through the middle.
No, when you go to the doctor or when you get weighed and measured in PE, they make you stand straight up. So your height has to be straight up. Also, we need to note that our height in a triangle is perpendicular. Do y'all remember what perpendicular means? Yes. A lot of the times, especially when you get into geometry, they're not going to write the word perpendicular. They're going to draw this little symbol. You need to know that that means perpendicular. It makes a what kind of angle?
Right.
A right angle. Okay?
Looks like an upside down.
So your height is perpendicular to your base. Okay? So I'm going to say this height is 3 meters. I'm going to say the base of my triangle is 6 meters. And I'm going to say the height is 8 meters. Okay? And just like yesterday, I like to highlight my base so I don't get confused because I have to deal with my base first. Okay? Alright. So I have my formula. V equals capital BH. So V equals, what's the formula for the area of a base? of a triangle?
Base.
1/2
BH
times 6 times 3. And then what's the height of my triangle? Of my prism?
8.
8. And you don't have to put parentheses in there, but I like to do it so it reminds me that I'm multiplying. So now, just like yesterday, you're just multiplying these numbers. Is it okay if you put 0.5 instead of 1/2? Yeah.
6 times 3 times 8 divided by 2.
The whole thing is not divided by 2, though, only the base. So if you're going to divide by 2, you have to be careful to only divide your area of your base. That's why it's easier to just do 1/2, so you don't get confused. Yes?
So for volume, you only divide by 3, and then for base, you divide by 2.
On volume, you never divide by 3. Oh. Are you talking about the prisms? The pyramids?
Okay, wait.
Okay, yeah, we're going to get there in a second. So 1/2 times 6 times 3 times 8. So what is the volume of this shape? Brighton.
72 meters cubed.
Perfect. 72 meters cubed. Everybody, you get that?
Yes.
If not, look at your calculator. Look at mine. See what you put in wrong. I did 0.5. Is that okay?
No.
Yes. You could put 1/2. You could divide that by 2 at the end if you want, but don't divide the whole thing. So is this really any different than yesterday?
No.
You take a picture, take a formula, plug it in. Okay, so let's now do triangular pyramids. Triangular pyramids. P-Y? Yeah. Pyramid. Okay.
Wait, do you have to divide by 2 at the end always?
Not if you multiply by 1/2. If you don't multiply by 1/2, then you have to divide the base times height. So it's just easier to just do 1/2. And if on your formula chart, if you'll notice, this year they don't even give you that option of base times height divided by 2. They put 1/2 BH. They don't even give you the other option. Yes, sir.
What is the pyramid called with the square bottom base? The square base?
A rectangular pyramid? They call it a rectangular pyramid because a square can be a rectangular. A rectangle can be a square, yeah. Okay, triangular pyramid. Look at your formula. What's the formula for pyramids? B equals
1/3 capital V.
capital B H. What's the only difference?
1/3.
1/3, just like yesterday for rectangles. Same thing. It's just 1/3. But you have to remember that B is 1/2 times what?
BH.
Times base times height. Then you have to multiply it by 1/3. Then you multiply it by the height of the prism. Okay? Which, lucky for you, you get a calculator. Okay? In the past, 8th graders have never had a calculator. You're just multiplying these numbers across.
Is it because they moved it out of the curriculum?
Okay? So let's draw a triangular pyramid, and y'all have to bear with me because it's hard to draw this one.
It looks beautiful.
Even before you're done.
Okay. It's not very triangular. I apologize. I did the best I can. Okay. It came to a point, right? It came to a point.
Oh, that kind of looks like a...
Okay. I'm going to draw my little height. Okay. This is going to be 7 yards. This is going to be 12 yards. And the base will be 9 yards. Okay. My formula, V equals 1/3 capital B H. 1/3 stays there. The height of my pyramid is 12. Now I'm going to use a different color so you can see. I forgot to highlight my base.
Does it matter what color you do it?
No. Okay? Because when you're multiplying, the order doesn't matter. Okay? So now for my base of this pyramid, it's a triangle. The formula for a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. Okay? So 1/3 and 1/2 are already there. What's the base of my
9.
9? What's the height?
7.
7. And then my height is
4.
12. So now I just multiply 1/3 by 1/2 by 9 by 7 by 12.
Why is it 1/2?
Because this is a triangle. This is the formula for a triangle.
You just put points on it, sounds.
So the 1/2 is because it's a triangle.
To add on the 1/3.
The 1/3 is because it's a pyramid. The 1/2 is because the base is a triangle. Yeah. So go ahead and multiply that for me real quick. Plug it in your calculator.
126 yards.
Oh, wait.
Cubed.
Getting calls.
Yes, Patrick.
How come you use 12? Like, what base would that be on?
12 is the height of the pyramid. 12 is H. Yeah, 12 is the height of the pyramid. Okay? And so I multiply this together, and what do you get, Charles?
126 yards cubed.
Perfect. 126 yards cubed. Okay? So the only thing you have to remember is if it is a pyramid, you multiply in the 1/3. Every time it's a triangle base, you multiply in the 1/2.